Hello, manifestors. Let's talk about SATS today. This is one of Neville Goddard's manifesting techniques, and in this series of Neville Goddard's manifesting techniques, we are going to talk about SATS. So if you want to know more about Neville Goddard's manifesting techniques, be sure to subscribe if you are new here. Like the video, comment, and share the video if you can, so more people like you can become master manifestors. My name is Sylviane. I am a manifesting coach. I do one-on-one coaching and email coaching. I have a podcast based on the law of assumption, the teaching of Neville Goddard, every Tuesday on all the podcast platforms. I also have a blog every Thursday, and I have a free Facebook group. It's a private group, but it's free, and a VIP paid group where I do a Q&A live every Wednesday. And Andreza, who is a wonderful coach in my team, is creating knockout challenges to improve your manifesting skills. And all the links are down below this video in the description box. So first off, the term SATS, S-A-T-S, means state akin to sleep. So the S, by the way, is not plural. The way some people are writing this term, sometimes it shows that they don't even understand what it is, because they put the S as an apostrophe S, as if the S was plural, and the S mean sleeps, state akin to sleep. That's what SATS, S-A-T-S, means. So what is state akin to sleep? Well, I'm sure you've heard of brain waves, right? The alpha brain wave is when you are fully awake. The theta brain wave is when you are semi-conscious, completely relaxed all the way to a trance state. And the delta brain wave is when you are in a deep sleep. So the state akin to sleep is the theta brainwave, when you are fully relaxed, losing in consciousness and gaining in subconsciousness. This is the moment where your conscious mind is releasing its grip and letting the subconscious mind to take over. And this is why the state akin to sleep, which is that moment, that specific moment of the brain, is the best time to feed your subconscious mind while the conscious mind is letting go. So, first of all, why it's important that you work on getting better doing SATS, even if you have excuses like I don't visualize well, I can't see images very well, or so forth and so on. It's because it has been proven that the routine that we are in, the habits that we are in our life, will be best changed by using the brain. That's why meditation has improved the life of many people. Because when we meditate, it's when we are taking over the brain habits. Because the brain habits eventually becomes your subconscious habits. And when you have subconscious habits, it's controlling everything. It's controlling your mind, it's controlling your body, and it's even controlling your environment. So unless you change that from within, that subconscious habit, which really includes everything about your body and around your body, is going to control your life over and over and over until you die within this body. So this is why it's super important to control the machine, the whole machine, from within by controlling the mind. And the best way to control the mind is when we are in a theta brain wave. Another very important thing to know that nobody talks about when they talk about SATS, it's the 60 to 90 minutes before falling asleep. What you're doing, what you're thinking, what you are watching is super important. If you are in the habit of watching unwanted things, negative things, or contemplating negative things within the 60 to 90 minutes before you fall asleep, that's going to affect your subconscious mind as well, more than any other time during your day. So a good habit to get into the hour to hour and a half before you fall asleep is to really be thinking about your desire. So you could be scripting, which we are going to talk about in a separate video about the techniques that you can use to manifest. The hour or so before you are going to go to bed, be sure that what you are doing matches the improvement that you want to see in your physical world. So you could use reading, you could use scripting, you could use meditating. Whatever you do, be sure it is not completely opposite to what you want in life. So if you are on social media watching, reading stupid stuff that is really not useful for your improvement, the manifestation of your desires, well, you shouldn't be doing that. All right? Train your brain, train your body, change your habits, especially the hour to hour and a half before going to bed. Let it be something that is building you up rather than putting you down. If you have to be on social media an hour to an hour and a half before you go to bed, well, let it be on upbuilding stuff like my Facebook group, for example, with great upbuilding posts, or some other good Facebook groups about conscious manifesting, or some conscious manifesting videos such as this one. But do not watch trashy stuff, do not read trashy stuff or very worldly stuff before the hour to hour and a half you go to bed. If you take this advice into consideration, I promise you that going into a SATS will be much easier. Maybe you don't realize that one of the reasons it's so hard for you to fall asleep while visualizing that you have your desire, it's because you have not prepared your brain beforehand. All right? So please do not skip this step. This is one of the steps of getting into a beautiful SATS. So now, after you have spent that hour to hour and a half doing constructive things with your brain, you go to bed. And as you're lying down, you close your eyes and you start taking a few deep breaths in and out for 1 to 2 minutes. And it's important that you breathe from your stomach, not from your lungs, because the deeper the breath, the more relaxing it is. That is also a fact, all right? So learn to breathe from the stomach. Never, even on a daily basis, try to never breathe from the top of your body, but always the bottom. The lower, the better. So breathe with your plexus, with your stomach, but never anything above your chest. And you are going to do this very calmly in and out, in and out. And the more you breathe deeply, the more you are going to feel that you are going to relax. Relax and relax some more. Once you have done that, breathing in and out and concentrating on your breath and your breath only, once you feel calm enough, you are going to start to count down from 100, 200, 300, whatever you want. Anyway, the goal is not to go all the way down to 0. It's to give you enough time to get into the zone, to leave that alpha brain state and get into the theta brain wave. So basically, from getting involved in the 3D world to getting more into your inner world. So you are starting wherever you want to give you enough time. If you are someone falling asleep very fast, then you may not want to start at 300 or 200, maybe 100. But regardless, you are going to stop before you finish counting, okay? Keep this in mind. And you go like this. And you do it in your mind, by the way, not out loud. 100, 99, 98, 97, 96. And you go down and down, blocking out the 3D world as much as you can and going in your inner world. When you feel that you have blocked out the physical world enough, that's when you can start running your scene. Now, let's talk about the scene. So first off, you should be knowing what your scene is all about beforehand. Don't try to figure out your scene once you're there. All right? You know what your scene is going to be already. You could even write it down before if you want to be precise. And your scene should be very short, no more than 10 to 20 seconds. It could be even less. A very short scene that implies that your desire is already done. Not a scene that implies that you are going to get it. None of that. A scene that implies that it's done and very short. So basically, if you want to manifest a specific person, my scene wouldn't be a proposal. All right? Because a proposal, it's a proposal, right? But it's not done. It's not like you already are in the relationship that you want. Because if you want to manifest a specific person, think about it. It's not a proposal that you want. It's a relationship. So your scene is supposed to imply that you already are in that relationship. And it doesn't have to be something specific like a wedding anniversary or anything like that. Just something that implies that your relationship is a routine. It is something that it's your everyday life. And I don't want to turn this video into just a specific person video again. And so it's the same thing with money or health or anything else that you want to manifest. Do not make your SAT about getting what you want, but about living what you want. About living your desire already. Like it's a routine, like it's normal. It's your normal life. So you want money, you are already living wealthy. You are already having all the stuff that you want. If you want health, you are already healthy. If you want to get up from a wheelchair, as Neville said, you run. You see yourself running on a beach, for example. Whatever it is that you want, it's your normal life, it's your daily life, you already have it. And you run this in a loop over and over and over. And let me tell you this, you have done this your whole life, maybe not consciously, but think about it. How many times have you fell asleep with a thought that you ran over and over and over in your mind as you were falling asleep? Have you ever cried yourself to sleep? I'm sure you have. We all have, right? Well, that's what you were doing. You were living in the end. You were doing a SATS with bad stuff, with the bad thing that made you fall asleep crying. So now, all you have to know and do is that you do not ever want to do that for sure, but instead you want to fall asleep with what you want to manifest as if you already had it. And your subconscious mind, after repetition, is going to be imprinted with this image, with this feeling that the image, the thought, is going to bring. And that, my dear friends, is going to manifest in your 3D world, in your physical world. So guys, I hope this was helpful. The video is a bit long, but I think it took that long to explain SATS correctly and in a way that has never been done before. I believe I've never seen a SAT video like this one. So guys, please share the video if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up, comment, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.